we've been doing if else statements and switch case statements. We've made a simple calculator right here where it's not much to read. We're just working in the compiler, it's working in the terminal in the console. And all you're doing is entering numbers, giving an option, and getting output, whether you want to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Now, we're going to try out another exam question. Usually comes a lot in engineering exams. We're going to get a number, numerical value of number of a month, and then we tell the user what kind of month it is. So the question will just ask you to, it's just maybe even be two sentences, ask you either to enter a number and then give them the month of the year that number represents, right? So the months of the year are numbered from 1 to 12, and if it's 1, it's going to be January. If it's 12, it's going to be December. And then all the user has to do is enter a number. So you can do that with switch case statements, you can use it if else statements. Again, you're just making a simple decision. It's up to you what you prefer. Personally, prefer switch case, but then since I'm teaching, I'm going to use both if else statements and switch case. So you just see which one is better for you. So there we go. I'm going to create months.cpp and let's start. So don't forget to comment. So I'm just going to say this program gives you names of months of the year. Oh, goodness, sorry for that. Alright, so we start our basic C++ program. Int main. So again, as I said, I'm going to use both the switch case and the if else. So I'm going to start with the switch case and just going to say enter a response from the user. Again, this is very easy if you learn arrays. We're going to do arrays, but I'm just going to do it simpler like this, right? So int response, we're going to ask the user cout, enter a month, no, sorry, enter the number of a month. So all the users are going to do is just enter a number. So cin, they're going to enter in their response, and then we start checking. So if the response is equal to 1, I'm going to say cout, the month is January, and else if the response is equal to 2, I'm going to say cout, the month is February. And else if the response is equal to 3, I'm going to say cout, the month is what comes after February, March. Alright, and they keep on going, writing all this messed up dirty code. If the response is equal to 4, cout, the month is April. Sorry for that. Okay, cool. And so writing if else statements like this is called nested if else statements. They are nesting them. I'm just gonna say what's 5? Alright, I almost forgot. Hope I wish I had my kindergarten young brother sing to me the months of the year. But hopefully I won't forget them. So that's an assignment, it's not a comparison. Remember again I said when you're comparing, use two equal signs. June. What comes after June? July. Okay, I'm kind of a lazy programmer. I don't know if I should continue going up to all the way to the end, but okay, 4 more to go. Let's go. Right, 3 more to go. Is it 4? No, still 4. And else if response could 10. Have I missed one? I missed September. Just gonna say see out October. And if the response is equal to 11, it's going to be November. And finally, else if response is equal to 12, just 2 equal signs. In JavaScript, you can use 3, but in C++, it's easy. The month is December. And finally, if you don't recognize the option, you can just say "Start." Option not recognized. Wow, I just wrote 40 lines of code in less than 5 minutes. Alright, so return 0. Like that, then you can compile and run that for terminal, new terminal, and just say g++ month.cpp. I'm going to run that. exe, enter number of the month 5. 5 is going to be May. Let's try it again. Enter number month 12. 12. The month is December. As you can see, it took me 40 lines of code to just write this. Of course, I skipped a few, but then it doesn't even look nice. It looks messed up. Let's try to write out the same thing with switch case statements. Right. So I'm going to make a new C++ program, just right here, and I'm going to call it month switch. Okay, that's too long. I'm just going to say month is the CPP. Right, let's go. So this finds months of the year with switch case. With iStream. So as you can see, this is going to look a bit cleaner than the rest. The other thing we did, not response using namespace, std int min, and you just make a response again. Response, just the user cout, enter the number of the month, and then they're going to give you a response. So you say in response, then use the switch case. So you say switch response, right? Now you check. So you're gonna case 1. So if the response is 1, cout, the month is January. Oh, goodness, January. Don't forget to add a break at the end of that. Okay, cool. I'm just going to copy this code to avoid wasting time. Copy, and I have case 2. The month is going to be February. Don't forget to add a break. I have case 3. Goodness. Anyways. Alright, case 3. You can have 2 cases of the same type, so then I'm getting an error. Case 3, the month is going to be March. Don't forget to add the break. This is going to be case 4. The month is going to be May. No, is it April? Don't forget to add the break, and then I have case 5. The month will be May. Case 6. The month will be June. I forgot an A. Case 7. The month is going to be July. And the earth create case I have August. In the 9th case, I'm going to have September. In the 10th case, I'm going to have October. In the 11th, I have November. And on the 12th, December. And finally, is the default. Just going to see out option not recognized. Alright, so let's switch case statement. It's a little less messier than the other one, the if else. So I'm just going to run that. Don't forget compile it, month s.cpp, and run it just say a.exe. Enter number of the month. I'm going to enter 8. I have August. I'm going to run it again. I'm going to enter 11. That's November. I'm going to run it again. I'm going to enter 89. That's not recognized. Right, so there you have it, guys. You have finding months of the year by entering in a numerical input and getting out a month, and you can use the switch case statement, or if you want, you can use the if else statements. So this is the if else statements. As you can see, the if else statements looks better than switch case, but that's just in my opinion. You have your own options, your own opinions, and you can choose which one you think is better for you. Again, this is going to be a bit very much less code and easier when we learn loops and arrays, because you can just store these things and you don't have to write and type them out the way I was typing them out like this. You can do it once and forget. So the concept in programming is called dry, and as you can see here, let me just explain what that means. So it's called dry. Just simply means don't repeat yourself. Yeah. So we have many ways to not repeat yourself, and many of those are going to be loops and using data structures. As you can see here, I'm repeating myself a lot, else if, and here I'm using switch case, whatever. But let's say I had 100 options. What do I do then? Do I have to write code for all that? So it's not going to be efficient, one thing we know. So there's going to be better ways of doing it. But for now, with the knowledge we have, this is what I can write out and find out the months of the year. I have unnecessary white space here. I'm just going to delete that. Blank space, you should create that. Right, if you want to, at the end of the C++ file, this was worked with it without even adding return 0, but then if you want to, you can just add return 0. I think for examination